What do we say?
Well, we're at some friends at the Colorado River.
Yes.
And this is exciting. This is our first night here. Where are we heading?
To the Nightlight Rally in Sulphur Springs, Texas.
That's right.
We're going to be joining up with FOS, Finding Our Someday, and Less Junk, More Journey.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're going to go see the Eclipse. That'll be pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're excited to do that.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go on to the National RV Training Academy, where I'm going to be studying the books for 5 days straight, and Karen will be lounging by the lake
Hanging
or
out with the dog.
whatever you do with the dog there. And then we're going to head up to Idaho, and we've got some surprises up there. So it should be a fun trip.
Yeah,
We should be back in a couple months. So
here we go. All we need is an open road and a chance to see a never-ending world that's beautiful. Here we go with the sunlight on our skin. It's a brand new day. It's ours to take and we will let it in. This is where the adventure begins.
Well, I don't know if you recognize this place, but this is been in another of our episodes, but this is our friend's place by the Colorado River on the border of California and Arizona, and he so graciously lets us park in his parking area whenever we're coming through this way. So we're just spending a night, but it's our first night going to the Nightlight Rally, which Karen mentioned is in Sulphur Springs. We're going to be meeting up with Finding Our Someday and Less Junk, More Journey. I'll put links in the show notes so you can watch their shows because they're great. And we're going to watch the eclipse. Now, the weather says we may not be watching the eclipse. It may be cloudy, but whatever. We'll have good fellowship and it will be dark. So I do have a friend of mine who said, you can go into a room and shut off a light and get the same effect, and it's like, no, it's, these are our friends, or our new friends. We're going to be making friends, and we're going to be eating food, and we're going to be fellowshipping, and it's part of the reason you take up the RV life, right? Then from there, we're going to go on to the National RV Training Academy, and I'm going to sit in Todd's beginning RV maintenance class. And that's a week long, and I'll put a link in the show notes to that too. That's a week-long training course that I've been wanting to do on how to maintain your RV for owners. And then later on, if I wanted to, I could go on and get certification as a master RV tech or inspector. But we'll take one step at a time. Right now, I just want to know how to maintain my RV since we're driving in the middle of nowhere a lot of times. And we're going to be heading to Alaska hopefully soon, and I want to be able to fix things on the road if I have to. So it should be a fun few weeks of travel, and we're going to take you along with us. We left the Colorado River and headed east toward the path of totality in Texas. We found we really like experiencing smaller town America in community and city parks that offer RV parking. West Pinal Park is one of those community-run parks. It's located outside of Casa Grande, Arizona. It's a dry camping area, meaning there are no hookups, but it is surrounded by some amazing cactus and dark skies for stargazing.
I've seen the hills, I've seen the clouds, I've seen every place I dream about. I've had my fill, I've had my doubts. I just pray one day I'll figure out what is it I'm missing, what should I be wishing for? I would go the distance, there's gotta be something more. I've been traveling on this road so long. I know I'll never come back home.
The next day of driving took us to Lordsburg, New Mexico. The city of Lordsburg and the local VFW chapter run a small park with places to dry camp for the night called Veterans Park. We pulled in for the night.
Coming back home, I spend my nights under the sky, just searching for a paradise. But every day I wonder why I still haven't found the light. What is it I'm missing? What should I be wishing for?
Very majestic with the sun behind you. Hey Wesley, look at that. Isn't that pretty?
I've been driving on this road so long.
And it is Easter morning. A few campers here. We were going to stop and have Easter services here online from our church, but the problem is right now it's pretty windy. It's probably about 10 mile an hour sustained winds according to the app, but in the next 2 hours it's supposed to be 24 mile an hour sustained winds, 60 mile an hour gusts, and we got to get going. So we need to get past this wind, past Deming. This whole plain area just is prone to huge windstorms, and so we've got to get out of here. So we're going to leave this morning, have our Easter service this afternoon, somewhere less windy. We need to get through the worst part before it gets very, very bad. Driving an RV on the interstate can be a little nerve-wracking. I mean, speeds are up to and exceeding 80 miles an hour, and we really like to keep it around 65 on the interstate when we're pulling the RV. So I like to get off onto slower paced state highways when possible. We decided to get off Interstate 10 in Las Cruces, New Mexico, and cut through the mountains, passing the White Sands Missile Range and White Sands National Park. Now the weather was really windy, and that's not the best weather when you're in a park of sand. And rain was forecast, so we decided to head on to Alamogordo, New Mexico to pick up propane at the Tractor Supply. And then to the small town of Mayhill and the Cool Pines RV Park for 2 nights. Cool Pines is a small mom and pop park with full hookups and a bit of a surprise. Yep, snow. Luckily, the snow didn't stick around, and we were soon off to make our Eclipse rendezvous. The small town of Lamesa, Texas was our next stop. Another town park with some RV spaces and electrical hookups. It was a nice place for an overnight stop, although the 30 amp hookup didn't work. Luckily, the 50 amp did, and I have an adapter. We made our way to the town of Mineral Wells, Texas, and the Mineral Wells State Park. We'd been here one other time and really liked it, although that trip it was really cold. Lake Mineral Wells is a 640-acre lake with campsites along the banks and lots of hiking, biking, and horse trails. We stayed 3 nights and really enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Next episode, we take you through Dallas and to Sulphur Springs, Texas, to the Nightlight Rally. Rain and clouds are forecast. Will we have clear enough skies to see the total eclipse, or will this trip be a bust? Well, you'll have to come back to find out. Please like this episode and subscribe. Ring the bell to be notified when the next episode is published. For Karen, Wesley, and myself, we wish you happy travels. See you next time.